Hi, this is Mr. Gallagher, and this is section 2.5 in Algebra 2, scatter plots and lines of regression, and this is video for part B. Well, if you watched our first video, we were dealing with an example where we had 10 employees from Vandelay Industries, and we have a table which shows their years of experience compared to their yearly income. In our last video, we completed sections A and B for this problem. Now in this video, we're going to work through parts C and D. In C, we're going to predict the income of someone who has been working at Vandelay for 50 years. And part D, we're going to answer the question of about how many years of work experience would it take for an employee to make $100,000 per year. So in our last video, we created the scatter plot and drew our line of best fit. And then we came up with a prediction equation. Now in this part, we're actually going to use the prediction equation. The equation that we came up with was y equals 1.4x plus 23. And what that equation does is it compares a person's years of experience at Vandelay Industries to their yearly income. And we can already tell from the graph that as your years of experience go up, your income is going to go up as well. Now, if we're trying to predict the income of someone who's been working at Vandelay for 50 years, you can see our numbers on our graph go up to 35. If we were to go out to 50, that'd be off the graph a little bit, and then we try and think, all right, where would that put us in our y direction? Well, that would be up here somewhere, maybe at 80, 90, or 100,000. But since it's off the graph, it's kind of difficult for us to make an accurate prediction. So that's why our prediction equation is going to really come in handy. So what we'll do is we'll start by plugging 50 in for x. 50 is our years of experience that we're interested in. And then just simplify. We'll multiply by 1.4, and that's going to give us 70. And then we'll add 23 to get us 93. And then the last thing we just have to remember is that when we created our graph, instead of putting our numbers as they actually were in thousands, we just wrote them in tens, like 20, 30, 40. So we just have to remember that that 93 really represents $93,000. So a person who's been working at Vandelay for 50 years could probably expect to make about $93,000 a year. For part D, about how many years of work experience would it take for an employee to make $100,000 per year? Well, this is kind of like the opposite. Now, instead of starting with years of experience, we're starting with income. And once again, 100 is well off the top of the graph, so it'll be kind of difficult to try and just look at the picture and make a prediction. So we'll use our prediction equation again. But this time, instead of plugging in a number for x, we're going to put a number in for y, since it's years of experience that we're trying to find. That's our unknown x. We know 100,000 is the salary per year. Now, once again, you don't want to put 100,000 in because we changed our numbers. So instead of putting the entire 100,000, we'll just put 100 in. Well, then you subtract 23 from both sides and then divide by 1.4 on both sides. And so the final answer is that after about 55 years of working at Vandelay Industries, an employee would probably be able to expect to make about $100,000 per year.